What's going on? I'm Cole. I'm here today with Blake. We also call him the number one popper.
Yes. I used to be in a band called Cherry Poppin' Daddies. I don't know if you guys ever listened to us.
I heard that he wore suits and sometimes he started riots.
Yes. It was a long time ago. It's a whole other life ago.
Yeah, he was a skanking kind of guy.
Yeah. Doing I don't even know. I don't even know what they did. What was that dancing called? It's like
Skanking, dude.
is
Wasn't it?
that what
Or
it's
no,
called?
swing dancing. That's swing
Yeah, I
dancing.
was like skanking.
Skanking's what you do to
That's
like
who we
ska
that's who
music.
we danced with. The skanking broads. Sorry, ladies. I'm just
And,
kidding.
and after episode 25 of Cole and Blake, Blake
We're
was
canceled.
kicked off. So, I mean, I think we need to address the elephant in the room immediately, right?
That I fucked up last week, bad.
Oh no, I was just gonna say Taylor Swift was at the Chiefs game this weekend.
Well, all right. So the room is full of elephants, ladies and gentlemen.
But the number one elephant
The
and the only
number
one
one
that really
elephant
matters.
is Taylor Swift was at Arrowhead Stadium in the suites with Travis Kelce's mom. I don't think Travis Kelce's mom was where they were at after the game. At least I hope not anyway, because that would be weird. But I'm
Like
just,
she can't go out to drinks and dinner.
I mean, yeah, I guess that's all they did. I was thinking, I was making lewd remarks the whole game. Basically anything the announcer said that I could put on a sexual twist.
Also, he had 69 yards, Travis Kelce.
He did 69 yards and a TD. I mean, you can't
Not
ask.
you to get confused with an STD.
Yeah, no. It's Taylor Swift is very clean. I hear it's for reputable sources.
All right.
The other elephant in the room was last week. Cole sent me the link for the show about 20 minutes before we went live, and I go,
oh, it was early too. I think it was like 45 minutes.
Yeah, all right, yeah. So it was. He sent me the link, and I go, oh shit. I was like, dude, first of all, I got dinner cooking. And I was like, while cooking, I was watching Mutant Mayhem. And so I was like waiting for dinner to cook. I didn't read this book. I like totally forgot what day it was. Last week we were ready to perform. Old Cole was. I fucked up last week. So I really do apologize to everybody. Work has been nuts. Good nuts. It's fun. It's crazy, but basically my main comic job, Metal Ninja Studios. I started as their social media guy, right? And then I guess I did a real bang up fucking job, and they offered me a marketing managing position. So I took that. Now I'm the marketing manager, and I'm also the executive assistant to Joel, my boss, because basically right now we're running production for like 3 different publishing houses, and it's like it's nuts. And so I got brought into the realm a little bit further, and it's very cool. Like I'm getting to see how the donuts are made, doing a lot of like cool, like like invoicing, comic ordering.
Do they bake them or deep fry them?
They do both. It
Was
depends on
not prepared for
depends
that.
on what the customer wants, Cole. It's all about the customer and how they want their donuts made.
Usually, what do people pick? Deep fried?
Usually they're deep. Well, no, unless you get like the regular donuts are deep fried, right? But the cake donuts are not, like cakey hostess kind of donuts, or like that you get from the store. There's like the 2 kinds of donuts.
Oh yeah.
Like they're like the hostess powder donuts that you can get like from vending machines and stuff. Those are cake donuts that are baked. You can't deep fry those. I'm pretty sure. I don't know. I'm fat, so I do think my donut knowledge is okay. But yeah, anyway, so yeah, work's been crazy, and I'm doing a lot more stuff, and I apologize to everybody. Like I just totally forgot about the show. I forgot it was Tuesday. I forgot to read the book, and I mean, I probably could have read the first issue and phoned it in, but you guys got to deal with enough of our bullshit, right? At least got to read the book for you.
I mean, we'll get to it in a second, but I feel like this would be a very bad one to just read the first issue.
Oh my god, it'd be
And try
horrible. It'd be
'cause
horrible.
though I would know immediately because you'd just be
Yeah.
talking, you'd be like, "Yeah, they're," and then I'd be like, "What? You, like, didn't read this, did you?" So, let's say out of the chat. First off, we got Steve. Steve, how's
What's
it
up,
going? I hope you're
Steve?
having a wonderful day. We got Las Cruces all the way from New
What up,
Mexico.
baby?
From the great state of
Ronan.
Australia, we got Ronan the Accuser. We got Kenneth Bird. Kenneth, how are you
What's up,
doing
Kenneth?
tonight? I hope you're having a wonderful night. And we got my buddy Dale over at Dale Spence.
What
Dale,
up,
how are you
Dale?
doing? Hopefully you're having a good time. It's been a while.
I love Dale's icon. That is gorgeous.
Also,
The
Dale,
colors, the face, the smile. It's wonderful.
I have an Iron Man hot toy that I won from DJ Links that is just sitting in a box, and I don't want to open it because I don't even really like Iron Man. And that'll make him sad
God.
because he loves Iron Man, but I don't know what to do with it. It's just there.
I
So
mean, I would sell it if you really don't want it.
I
Someone
know
will buy it.
it's so much work
I
to
mean,
sell a
this is
singular toy on eBay. It's not really that hard. I'm just lazy.
yeah. I was about to say because I mean, you could probably get like $200 for it.
That one's kind of a weird one. I think it's an older one, but it's still.
So you can get more for it.
No,
maybe?
it's probably like 150 to 2.
Oh.
It's weird. It was like 150 to 225. Oh,
Oh,
he's saying
Dale's
let's
saying
trade.
maybe you could trade.
Ooh, hit me up on the Instagram.
Hit him up, Dale.
We'll talk. We'll
Do
talk
some-
about this.
I love I love Hot Toys, but I swore I bought the first wave of Guardians of the Galaxy. They still do payment plans, but they don't do as friendly payment plan. Like for the figures, like I think like 3 payments is all you can get. When I ordered the Guardians, like I got like I paid 5 installments for like each Guardians figure, so it wasn't terrible, right? It was like you'd do like $40-$50 payments. So I have Groot and Rocket, Drax, Gamora, and Pete. And then I got the big thing, the first Thanos with the chair that lights up. And then they made like 3 other Thanos figures that are like way better. They come with the gauntlet and shit. Mine didn't come with the gauntlet. But that Thanos figure was like $550. And then I got the Gamora premium statue, which is modeled after the Gamora from Bendis's Guardians run, which a lot of people talk shit on, but I really loved it. And that was like my introduction to Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Marvel announced the movie, they relaunched the series with Bendis. I was really into it. And I also loved Bendis's X saga at that time, the all new X-Men and Uncanny X-Men. Like I'll die on these hills, ladies and gentlemen. I'm fine with it. But anyways, I have all these Hot Toys. They're all in boxes. Like because I'm like scared to put them. They're like very nice and like I don't like they're just gonna get dusty if I have them out and stuff and but I just
You just need to buy yourself a duster.
I need a duster and I need a display case. What's up, Wednesday Pool? What's up,
Wednesday
dude?
Pool. What's going on? How are you doing? Hopefully you're not making some more controversial TikToks.
He's always he's TikTok. I thought you were saying
know.
because he always posts the
yeah.
He posts like they're like hot take tweets, but they're like wholesome hot takes.
Yeah.
Is that
well? The other day, it's crazy. I'm going through my reels, and it's like somebody responding to something he put out there, and it's like it has nothing to do with comic books at this point. And it's like you've crossed like because it was like, what's your like hot take about something that like will make fans mad? And then it's just like people like Jim's not that good from The Office. And you're just like, what? This is not where this was supposed to go. But I guess you've crossed that path, my dude. So congratulations. I'm proud
nice.
of you.
He was on one about Scorsese today. I know. I recently got back on Threads. I'm back on have Blake's Buzz on Threads if anybody wants to follow me.
Yeah, I'm on there too.
But
never check it.
I've been well, yeah, same. Like I thought it was dying. I haven't been on there, and then lately I've been I got some engagement on there, and I've been posting for clients on there, and I'm getting shares and likes. So now I'm like, well, I got to get back on here. And you can do it. You can post it from the desktop now, which saves me a lot of time when I'm like, posting ads for clients and shit. So like I can just like open up all my social medias and then copy paste, and then bam it right down the line. So you can use that on desktop now, which is nice. But yeah, it seems like even with the platform dying, there's a nice circle of comic book folk on there still that are trying to make a nice comfy space for everybody. So hop on there, let's chat, let's nerd out.
So speaking of comic books, today we're talking about a book. It's called Behold Behemoth.
Behold Behemoth, baby.
This is coming out from Boom Studios. This is a trade paper. This is a trade paperback. It came out last week.
Yes.
And since the Wednesday pull here is, we're going to talk about this. Some people might call this a trade review.
I would call it that because
That's what they always
it's a
say on
trade
their
paper.
trade.
Oh,
They
okay.
do reviews similar to this, and say some people call it a trade review.
Now
And
everybody knows I've never watched their show and I'm a prick. All right. Now that we've got that, I watch their TikTok sometimes though.
yeah, so we've got a mythical and mons- monstrous series, perfect for the fans of House of Slaughter and The Last of Us. That's all I'm going to read of the blurb. That's all
And
you
so
need.
it's gets get I like it gets like religious. I
Yeah.
wasn't this was like a new into the world rapture. So it's fucking story time today,
Yeah.
ladies and
Well,
gentlemen. I'm just feeling it.
let me quick
All right,
add. This is
get that.
writer Tate Bramble, artist Nick Robles, and we got letters and world design. It doesn't mention which and world design
And
person
world.
lettered rattled. I don't know. I might need to drink some water after this. But
I thought you were about to say like I just need a drink.
no,
Like,
I
Red
just
Bull.
think I'm like getting tongue tied.
Maybe
I'm
you need some
twisted.
G
I don't know.
Fuel. That'll
Oh,
get you. That'll get you right.
that'll get me right. And we're not paid to say this, but if they want to pay us, we would be
I would
also
love.
ready for that.
I'm
You know,
spending a lot of money on G Fuel because I love it. I love it, love it, love it, and it gets good go juice and cheaper than like Red Bull and stuff. But it's,
and
yeah,
I would say
anyway.
before you can get into your rant in a second, but let's quick give our first thoughts real quick. What are
All
your
right.
overall first thoughts?
I fucking loved this book. The hype is real. The I love so like I was raised Catholic, right? And I'm not religious at all anymore. But this when I love religious horror and like and possession flicks and stuff. Like I can't get enough of them. And I loved this take on like the end of the world, rapture, these angels entities being on Earth and these this like new trinity, like it's like a new trinity, right? There's the behemoth, there's the shepherd, and then there's the harbinger, right? Those were the
Yep.
three things. But yeah, it's like this new holy trinity, and it's kind of like an organic mech saga, right? That's kind of what this is. It's like a fucking zoid, right? That comes from the ether, some other place, the sky, wherever, and it like or look we find later it comes from like within the harbinger, but they like keep it stored there. But I mean, it's a mech story kind of, but it's not a robot, it's not technology. I guess it's like heaven technology, right? Divine tech. But it's like this kind of it's this organic mecha monster tale. I fucking adored it. It's good. It's real good.
I 100% agree with you. I think this was one of those books that kind of the one thing I will say, you got to give this 3 issues. And I know that some people say that and they hate it. I think the first issue to the second issue, there's a big transitional jump in what happens in this story. But I think it really pays off. It's 5 issues, collects all of them in this. It's maybe going to have a part 2.
Seems like it's gonna have a part two, yeah.
Yeah, because I think it
And I
didn't.
think it
It said
sold well enough
end.
to do it.
Yeah, part 1. I normally hate like post-apocalyptic stories. And this kind of deals with that in this
Mm-hmm.
weird sense, right? They get into this weird world. And this is, I think, such a different take. And like you said, it's like a mech story that isn't really a mech. I don't know. It's like kind of a kaiju-y thing, right?
Yeah,
You
yeah, yeah.
know, so you've got that, but it's
It's like a mech and a kaiju combined
yeah,
from heaven,
yeah.
which is nuts. It's like when you say it out loud, it sounds fucking nuts. But
Yep.
it is. It is good nuts. It's good
And we got
nuts.
some new people here. We got Ronaldo. What is going on? How are you doing? We got
Rolando.
3 good nerds. How are you doing?
Three good
Thanks for
nerds. What's up,
stopping by.
baby?
And yeah, I know that you just started this. I don't think we're going to get into too much spoilers on the big stuff, but I think that you should
Now we're gonna
finish this. I
spoil
think
it
you'll
all.
like
We're gonna
it.
fuck your
Yeah.
day up Wednesday. You're done. You're through in this town.
But yeah, I don't, and I don't know. I did a very bad job of prepping for this, but the art in this book is so good.
Good.
And I
Wait, did you
think
say
Nick,
bad or good?
good.
Okay. Whew. I was about to
Yeah,
lose
yeah.
my shit. I was about to pop off, Cole.
It like it's just I don't know. This is a book I think that is it's weird. I don't think I heard that many people talk about this.
Oh, I
Granted,
did.
like I wasn't like venturing off and this kind of was coming out in a time where I wasn't reading as actively, but like I really like Tate Bromble. He did the House of Slaughter stuff. He also did. I first found out about him because he did a Black Hammer. He did Barbalian. He co-wrote that with Jeff Lemire. And I think it's the only ones, excluding those like tales from Black Hammer, that he had other people write. And I love that book. That book was great. I think it was probably one of my favorite books the year that it came out. And I remember tweeting about how much I liked it. And Tate responded, "Sorry, we made a character that's named
Wait,
after you.
was
That's an
that
asshole."
House of Slaughter?
No, this is for Barbalian.
Oh,
There's a Detective Cole who's like he's like a homophobe, I think, technically.
okay, okay.
Maybe. I don't know. He might be kind of racist too. I mean, he's a police officer,
So
so
that's
like
probably in one of the library editions, right?
it's yeah, it's Barbalian. So it's like his solo thing.
Okay. I'm so behind in those, but I buy the library editions when they come out, and there's
Yeah, I
about to
would
be
guess
two more.
that might be in like those Tales of Black Hammer
Yeah, yeah.
ones. But yeah, it's Barbalian. It was him and Jeff Lemire wrote it, and it deals with the backstory of Barbalian, which I think
Nice.
Barbalian and I forget what the space guy's name is. Colonel Weird. Those are
Yeah.
the only two I think that have their own side stories.
Oh, nice.
But now they're at the end. I have like the first two issues. I need to start reading them, but I haven't yet. We got Swish Rips. How's it going, dude?
What up, Swish?
But now you were going to go into a weird religious story, so let's get
Yes.
into that.
So when I was a kid, I had this buddy Daniel who's a little bit older than me, and he was Baptist and I was Catholic, and so like they're way more strict. And he showed me the book of Revelations in the Bible. And I'd never heard of the book of Revelations before, right? And so like this motherfucker like showed, like we go to the back of the Bible. It's like the dead end last book of the Bible. And basically like John gets sent into the future. And this, I mean, if you could imagine like going from like sandals and robes and no technology into like the future of like world warfare, right? And nuclear missiles and tanks, and like how would you describe that, right? But I didn't think of it that way when I was younger hearing about this the first time. So basically what it is it's this book of the Bible. This guy goes into the future and they talk about the end of the world, and they open up basically the gates of hell, and the beast comes out, the mark of the beast 666. That's where all this shit happens. And the John sees he sees these locust people, which a lot of people think are soldiers, right? That they were dressed in camo, and that's how scholars transcribe it or whatever. But like he basically calls them like locust people with lion heads and giant stingers, and they're like marching the streets and fucking killing everybody. And like these angels are mad at everybody, and this is after like the trumpet blows and all the good saved people like vanish and go to heaven, and the rest of the sinners are like left to deal with the torment and the Antichrist and all this shit. It's gnarly, freaky, scary stuff, especially when you're a kid and you're going to Sunday school and shit, and you think all this is like, you know, you're prescribed all this part of your like everyday life, you know, and it's just like, and it really really freaked me out. But since then, even though I'm not religious anymore, like I think that's where like my love for like religious horror and possession films and stuff comes from, is that old fear of like being a young Catholic school kid and being like terrified that like the trumpet was going to sound off one day and I was going to be fucking left to get like, you know, hollowed out by a fucking locust guy with his stinger and a lion head, right? And so I was like, I was terrified, and so this like hit really different for me because it was a whole new take on the rapture and the end times and like the final day, the collapse is what they call it, right? And yeah, the collapse happens and these fucking giant like demons come, and there's like a couple angels, and the angels are like not angelic, very much like those memes that are like biblically accurate, the biblically accurate memes that everybody sees every now and then with like a million eyeballs and creepy joints and shit. And that's kind of what it reminded me of. And so yeah, it just really hit different, and for me, just because of my, you know, religious upbringing and stuff, and I that made me love it even more. And it just, I really appreciated this, like this new take on an apocalypse, and not even like a generalized apocalypse, but like a new take on Christianity's documented biblical into the world. I don't know that anyone's ever really done that before. I mean, I remember like the Left Behind series that was like huge for like those books. Like everybody was obsessed with them, and that was all about like the rapture and the people that got left behind when the good people got called up to heaven, and it was very much propaganda and terrifying and it was like this is going to be your life because you're a dirty fucking sinner. But like people ate those books up like Harry Potter and Twilight. Like they were wildly popular. But I mean, even then, it was fiction, very very based and rooted in theology in these books of the Bible, right? That like everybody knew. And this was totally like manipulated and fresh and wild and a new take and mixed with mecha kaiju greatness. I mean, everything I love and love to be scared of, and it just was all wrapped up in 5 issues. I do agree with Cole that it does take a bit to get into. The guy writes like Tom King, kind of like if anybody's read like Tom King and you like start in the middle or the end of a narrative, and Tom doesn't believe in linear storytelling and he takes you like on a million different routes through several different time periods. This does that. This deals with several different time periods. It very much has like a cluttered timeline initially. It's not hard to follow, but
No, it's pretty
it
simple, actually. It's
yeah.
just the first issue is kind of like, here's a story about a guy that you're learning about, and then issue 2 is like, just kidding. Now this is a post-apocalyptic
Yeah.
book, and you're like, what?
Yeah.
Okay, like because the first one you think this book is going to be like a psychological thriller, kind of,
Yep.
and then it just completely shifts into like the world's dying and we're here. And it's great. I mean, I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm sorry. I'm trying to get some imagery so I can show you guys some of the stuff.
Oh my
It's
god, the splash pages that
yeah,
like
one of them.
were those like covers? Were those like wraparound covers?
The splash
Basically,
pages.
yeah, or were they just opening splash pages for the issues?
There are
Like
some.
every new issue started with like a big landscape.
I think. I don't know. I guess.
Anyway, the art's absolutely gorgeous. Just a wonderful book. Like writing was gorgeous. The characters are beautiful. Everybody's like flawed and broken, and the world is flawed and broken, and everybody's like struggling for a purpose. And like the
I
struggle is
think
so
like I mean, yeah,
real.
I guess the main character too is definitely very broken, but it's also like
Yeah,
he doesn't know it's like the curse of being the shepherd,
yeah.
right? Where he's like, I don't know, but also maybe I need new medicine, but maybe I don't need new medicine.
Yeah. It's a very interesting, like a throw in like some mental health issues and medication philosophy, like in the midst of all this like dystopian apocalyptic craziness. There's just, it's not like it's not cluttered and it's not messy and it's just we need more comics like
Yeah,
this,
and if
honestly.
you listen to when I used to do my like weekly comic reviews, I would talk about how much I hate post-apocalyptic books. Like there are a few that like really hit, and for me, this is one of them. So I grabbed some of the pages. Granted, some of this is just kind of all over, and this is just what Boom has on their site. So most
Mhm.
of the stuff you should be able to see or find yourself. This is page like one. This might be page 1 of issue 1, right? He's dealing with the death of his brother, and it's just this is just art, right? It's not. This isn't good. But then, like issue 2, you get into some of this crazy stuff, and like
Yeah.
you were saying, there's a ton of awesome splash pages. Also, I feel like maybe it's just because these are like the preview pages. The final image I have, the last 2 kind of do the colors a little bit more justice, but I feel like I don't know, these aren't as good as they were on there. But as you can see too, here's some of the like the kaijus and the mechs, and there's like these demons too.
Demons.
um this is from issue 4 where you're just kind of seeing more of this art. I mean, I think this art is great. This
Mhm.
this is once again one of those awesome things, and it kind of ends too with this like awesome battle. So that it's got action, it's got everything you need. And also Whack Comics is here, so hide
What up?
your issues of Berserker or they might get ruined or turned into a pizza.
I missed. Was that the last episode of his?
He just does weird stuff, and one of them he turned a comic book into a pizza.
Like did he eat it?
He put it in his mouth and chewed on it. Lee, if you're still here, let us know if you actually ate your comic book pizza
Wow.
or if you just chewed on it. I will
Wow.
say comic book pages have so much ink on them. They're not
Yeah.
appetizing.
It's not ink, it's flavor. He's only got 20 copies left from 400. Why does he have so many copies? He said he ate it.
I hate it. I'm no poser. Good.
I
Proud of
like,
you.
I dig the commitment. Yeah, I like
Yeah.
that.
You
Go
are
all
no
out.
comic book poser, and we're proud of you for that.
Don't eat this book though. Like if
Yeah.
you buy it, just read it and enjoy it. And then when you get done, put it on your shelf. And then keep it around for like when volume 2 happens, and maybe you can pull it off the shelf and give it a reread to reorient yourself into the awesomeness of Behold Behemoth. But yeah, Cole said he didn't hear much about it, or people weren't talking about it
I
necessarily.
think new guy Ryan, when he was putting out content, was heavily talking about this book. And I think this just kind of came out like, so this came out in November of last year, issue 1.
Yeah.
So I'm just guessing so many stuff came out where it's like, yeah, I am in the red light district. It was green, but it was like,
Yeah, he can change the
blurry.
colors. He's fancy over
Well,
there.
I can't. I mean, I guess I might be able to.
I thought you had like a remote.
Perps.
Oh. But I do remember like quite a few people talking about it and saying that just it was like a banger read, and like people needed to check it out. And but part of that, like, you know, everybody was like hanging on Boom's nuts, which is, I mean, Boom puts out great books, so like, you know, hang on them. It's justified. They can hold the weight. But you know, I just remember hearing a lot about it. That's why when we were discussing what book to go for this, well, it was supposed to be for last week, as we learned.
Yeah, it was this and Know Your Station, and Know Your Station was fantastic.
Know Your Station was awesome. And if you guys want to know more about Know Your Station, you can head over to my YouTube channel. I had Sarah Gailey and Liana Kangas on. We had a really fun interview. Mainly talked about Know Your Station, and we also talked about like True Cult and some of the other stuff they're putting out, and
True Cult was sweet too.
Eat the Rich, and which I really liked, but Cole didn't. But that's fine. Like, that's fine. You know,
I mean, I don't know. Like, Eat the Rich was just kind of too on the head for me, I guess. Maybe
it's too cannibalistic.
I mean, I don't like. Yeah, it's just kind of like. And I feel like that was one of those books. Maybe I liked it less because so many people liked it. I feel like it was one of those books that Jenny Frisian did a cover, so a lot of people got it, and then people read it, and I feel like you know, it's not as bad of a book.
I won't lie. When I initially read the first issue, and I didn't hate the first issue, but I didn't. That's all I read of it, and I kind of fell off of it. And you know, like I went to reread it to prep for the interview, and when I actually like read the trade all the way through, I was like, "Oh fuck yeah!" Like it was really weird. I'm weird. I'm a fucking weirdo. I like weird stuff, and I liked the notion of, you know, like, as someone who right now who's like dealing with the fucking government, and they're fucking coming after me for student loans, and they're putting their fucking weight on me, and I'm trying to like, you know, like get on their new payment plan and shit, and fucking not go broke.
Let me get on it. Make it easy for me, right? And also, though, K-pop, I got to throw in there, I also like the Mighty Lions of Detroit. And I mean, I might have to be hitting up Taylor because he's a big Packers fan. We might have to make a bet on this game coming up on Thursday night football.
You're betting a lot. Cole's fucking on the gambling apps, just like,
I like betting
ham.
like, I don't know, like we comic book bets, like, hey,
comic book football bets.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's it's a very cool book, and that was a fun interview. So yeah, if you guys want to go check that out.
Yeah, and I dropped a link to that interview, so if you want to go there, you can bookmark it and come back.
Yeah, don't leave right now. We're talking. Like, don't go watch it later. It'll be there for you.
So
but they're both very fun to talk to, very, very lively, and both very funny, two talented ladies with great stories to tell, and very excited for what they're going to bring. They both want to work more together, and I'm excited. Like, I was very excited. They didn't have anything to announce yet or anything, but you could tell like they both want to keep working together and make more comics. And so like Know Your Station was like a pretty big deal for them, and it was a big deal for Boom, and so like I imagine they'll be teaming up again for some new indie hit in the future, which is exciting.
And even though Taylor Winder pretty much says everything fine, when I had him on my show where I actually talked about weekly releases, he recommended Know Your Station. So I went and I read all 3 issues that were out at the time. And then I was like, I should add this to my pull list because it is pretty dang good. But unrelated, this is something that Blake and I talked about, but I didn't tell him that we were going to do this. So I think one thing that's going to be fun, and one thing that we had planned on doing, is that in the month of October, we're probably going to maybe review a horror movie.
Yeah.
We're probably going to read some
We
of our
are
favorite horror
going to
books.
do we are going to do this.
But also, I'm saying that after this is done, you guys should leave some recommendations for horror comics or movies in the comments, and we'll probably read or watch one of those things.
That's funny. I was gonna do the same
So.
thing. I was gonna say we should like try and bring the audience into it to give us some. I've been watching some weird Shudder stuff lately. And like I just watched the new Hulu Alien flick.
Yeah, I was gonna recommend. Well, my
Man.
coworkers were like, "You like horror stuff, right? You should watch this." And I was like, "Oh, that's tight." And I was like, "But then I already knew that you already watched it. But I guess you could probably watch it again."
Yeah, I mean, I would not be mad to watch it again. The only thing that'll suck is like watching it again is like you know what happens. That and what is it called? No one will save you, right?
Yeah, something.
Yeah, no one will save you. My buddy Dave recommends like not watching a trailer and just going in blind, which
That's how Todd is.
I would do that too. Because the trailer,
no one will save you.
Yeah, no one will save you, not even the trailer. But like the trailer does show some stuff in the end that it's not a spoiler, but you can tell from the trailer that there's like 2 parts to the movie. There's like one part and then a very different.
Oh, so it's part. Like barbarian in that sense, right? Where
yeah,
like,
maybe a little bit, maybe akin to that, yeah. But I didn't fucking breathe for like 90 minutes, man. Like I was like holding my breath. It was so not necessarily like scary, but like really, really intense. Basically everything I've really ever wanted from an alien movie. Like probably the best like alien abduction invasion flick I've ever seen. I really like The Fourth Kind too with Kerry Russell. Like I thought that was pretty creepy. This is giving it a run for its money in the halls of Blake. And the halls of Blake, by the way, is where all the good movies live. In case you were wondering.
We got Christopher Evans. What's going on?
What's up, Chris? But yeah, we definitely
do book. So if I do, hit me up on Twitter again because I'm lazy and haven't sent out stuff in a while.
That's cool. I still owe you books. I owe Ignacio books. I owe John Westhoff a book. Giveaways are so fun. Giveaways are so fucking fun.
We'll get there eventually.
Yeah, one of these days. But yeah, like if you got some horror recommendations or new stuff, maybe. I mean, like we're not gonna go buy movies to watch them, but I mean, like I'm not opposed to renting something if I can pay like $8 or something to rent it. I might fuck with that. But like I've got Shudder, so like stuff on Shudder. I've been thinking about rewatching the Ring U movies, like the original foreign Ring movies. Kind of wanted to do that. And then yeah, we've already talked about doing some horror read comics, like our favorites maybe, or maybe audience picks,
and we'll probably talk throughout those episodes of other recommendations.
Yeah, we can like cover stuff, but basically we want to go hard in the spooky season and switch it up a little bit, and keep it fresh and spooky for you guys.
Also make sure that you wear your sparkle pants.
I don't wear pants when I live stream. Are you supposed to?
I don't know. I mean, I have pants on.
I have shorts on.
Well, not pants.
Yeah. So I work from home now. I live in gym shorts basically.
I mean, he technically worked from home for like 3 years.
Yeah, I've lived in gym shorts for like 3 years. I've had to buy new gym shorts because I fucking like lost weight. My old gym shorts like fall off me. I can't even drawstring those bad mammer jammers, man. It's like you like tie them and they still fall down. So
that's the worst, especially when they're like super comfy. Like I have these pairs, like they're more like I don't know what you call them, but they're kind of like track pants, but they're like a little looser.
Okay,
like I don't know, but yeah, they just fall now, and the drawstrings don't really.
We're almost there. Three good nerds. We're almost in sweatpants season.
Oh yeah, yeah. Oh, I mean, when I work from home, I'm wearing sweatpants, but I went to work today, so I still have my khakis on. I'm
Oh,
a corporate dude.
fucking corporate shill.
Oh yeah, I saw this. I almost like went to watch it and leave a comment on
Oh,
how I could
nice.
answer, but also I didn't. Also, congrats on 1,000 subscribers.
I don't know how you guys fucking
And
do
also,
that.
like, it's always sweatpants season because, like, even in the summer, the air's on, so it's like you pump that air till
Yeah,
it's
I
cold enough to wear
guess.
sweaties.
Yeah. But you know, I think everybody knows that my garage is too hot for sweatpants.
Yeah,
It's cooling off though. It's still it's warm. It's warm, but it's not like it hasn't been so hot that I
that's what
gotta
I
like
wear.
fucking go inside the Victoria's Secret. Oh my goodness,
I wear pink sweatpants, dude.
that sounds hot and comfortable. Like
Yeah,
not like Taylor
you're
Swift
talking
hot.
like
Not like
warm. Oh,
no like
no, no, it's warm.
spicy hot.
It's like it's
Like
like
ooh wee,
it's like
that's the spicy meatball hot.
it's more like I don't know.
Like
It's more
it's
like
me.
Kenny
Hi,
Powers hot.
I'm fucking your tight end, Casey.
You don't even know that that's happening.
I want it to be
I
though.
feel
I'm,
like
I'm gonna
too.
believe in it.
I feel like part of this isn't even real.
What are they? What does either of them have to market though? Like
She
Kansas,
music, I don't know, just to
she
become
does
more popular.
fine. She is the most famous person in America, arguably. Like she has nothing that she needs to market. Like, and he's the best tight end in the NFL.
I don't know that that's entirely true, but
I mean, it's
he's still,
not true.
yeah. I mean, I'm just gonna say, like 3 years from now, we're gonna be talking about a guy from Detroit named Sam Laporta.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like to think that God, I just want to I want to live vicariously through that, you know, like
It
get
really
it,
does.
dude. Get it, Kelsey. I also like I keep tweeting Travis and Patrick and I'm like, I know I don't talk about sports, but if you guys want to support a local podcast, like I keep hoping one of them will be like, I'll throw this guy a fucking bone. Go
Dude,
talk
it
to
was
him.
weird. So, like, I don't know, that Burt Kreischer guy randomly like shouts out random podcasts.
Yeah.
Like, just like, I don't know. I mean, that could
I thought you were
happen.
gonna say like he shouted out your new frisbee or your new
Oh no,
disc golf
that'd be real
YouTube
weird.
channel or
I mean,
something.
he is a frisbee dude though. He just did some Discraft disc come out, which Discraft is from Michigan. So cool.
By the way, if I didn't say it, I love G Fuel. Please sponsor me so I can buy your shit for cheaper. I guess they're having like a buy one get one free right now.
Oh yeah. So if you guys want a G Fuel, make sure you hit that hashtag EcoBoost in the
Hashtag
comments. And if we
EcoBoost.
get this video to 500,000 likes, Ford said there's a chance that they'd think about letting us give away a truck.
And they also might release the Ford EcoBoost G
Raptor.
Fuel flavor,
Yeah, which
which
is
I hear tastes like diesel fuel smells, which is also called my coked out boss from the bar days because he would get super drunk and he never wore deodorant and he because like deodorant gives you cancer or whatever, but he would like smoke tons of cigarettes, do tons of cocaine, drink rumplements all the time, and his BO smelled like rumplements and diesel fuel and IPAs. And like he would like pull he would pull women smelling like dog shit. I know I still don't understand it.
did he have a cool name like
Joe, I probably shouldn't say his name after saying all that.
Radney?
Radney. He did not have a cool name. He had a very basic name. And I wasn't a bad dude. I was a fucking idiot and got fired for being an idiot, and it was my fault. But I mean, I was just the idiot that got caught. Everybody was being idiots, but oh well. They ended up being good. Probably saved my life getting fired.
Yeah.
So
If we get 69 likes, I will post a weird
saucy pink
picture of me.
pink disc golf. Hell shit, I want to see that. Let's go.
The other day,
K-pop needs to be our marketing person.
yeah. K-pop, you want to be our marketing person? We'll pay you in friendship.
And absolutely nothing. Yeah, just
Yeah.
good vibes and smiles.
Good vibes, smiles. Maybe we'll hook you up with some review copies of comics.
Yeah, you want some PDFs?
Yeah.
She already gets PDFs because she keeps having my clients on her show, so I send her comics.
I'll send you some stickers.
Yeah, you get some stickers. Also, go check out. First of all, you should just subscribe to K-pop because she's hilarious. She's also got like a really good, solid, like loyal group of viewers. So like anytime you watch one of her videos, like the chats are just fun to be in and talk to people. But my boss Joel Rodriguez was just on there recently on Kicking It with K-pop talking about Dust County Chronicles Nightfall #3, which is live right now, which we just funded. Just put out that update today that we funded. So if
And
anybody wants to have a spooky season, some fun spooky season reads, it's a very cool comic, and I'm not just saying that because they're paying me to. I mean, they are. It is also a cool comic with really cool art by Roman Gubsky and some dope variants. One of them is Francesca Fantini has a
nice.
cool variant for that. So, and Schmalky's got one too. I know a lot of
Schmalky.
people like him.
Yeah, he's a person a lot of people like. I might
He
even
is a
have.
person
He's
that a lot
dude,
of people like.
he's I don't know. Of all the people we talked to. Also, here's a COA for one of his variant covers for Noctera.
Did you just get that? Oh, I remember those covers. Those covers fuck so hard.
Yeah.
Everybody was flipping out about those.
Also, I have it graded by CBC, and they put the
Shut up,
name,
Ronan. Shut up.
and he gets stretch goals. I don't know what that means, but I'm assuming that it's something.
There's a I can't.
A naked cover.
I don't want to get in trouble. I want to get. Travis Gibb is writing a short story for us as our stretch goal.
Oh,
So and so you'll get a prose piece, for as the stretch goal.
all right.
Yeah, that's the that he hasn't told. I don't know anything else, and I don't know what the number is either that kicks in at. But yeah,
Probably 69.
what is 60? We've already
69 premium buys.
Oh, I was because like we're at 90 something backers, and I guess we're what is it? We broke 4,500 was the funding goal. So yeah, anyway, I don't know what our stretch goal number is.
I don't even know what is happening really. I'm just
I don't know. Just
here.
throw it numbers Kickstarter.
Yeah.
My whole fucking life is Kickstarter lately. Like I'm doing all this stuff for Merc and Black Ops, like their Kickstarters. So like I just with my job, I just started like managing their Kickstarter page. So I have to respond to all the backers and respond to all the messages. And when people are like, why can't I combine these tiers and this tier and this and get, and then I have to be like, just hit us up after the campaign. We'll fix it in backer kit and all that shit. And then I have to like update the graphics and launch the new mid campaign covers. And so like, I'm doing all, it's cool. Like but it's just like, it's crazy, man. Like the Kickstarter campaign for them, this Jessie zombie hunter is that like it's like if Jessica Rabbit was a zombie hunter, and like her boyfriend is a bunny, and like the gun they use like paintball guns, and it's crazy. But it just hit like it's just shy of $80,000, and so it's like it's kind of crazy like managing a campaign page that has like $80,000 in backers. Like it's pretty gnarly. Wish our campaign was doing. I wish our Metal Ninja Studios campaign was doing that, but hey.
But
Blake and we're funded.
Current
we're
campaign
funded.
on Kickstarter has at least 69 super backers.
69 super backers. Yeah. We actually only let super backers back our campaign. If you don't have the super backer badge,
I have it. I don't know if I still have it, but I got the super backer.
Surely they don't take it away from you, do they?
It's really
maybe they
weird.
do. I haven't backed a Kickstarter in a hot minute.
Yeah, that's the thing with me. How do you even figure out if you're a super backer?
You go to your profile, it just says it.
Okay. Profile.
I thought anyway.
Into my profile. I am no longer a super backer.
Well, they do take it away from you. That's crazy.
Right? How do you wait about? Is it in the about section?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't think I'm a super backer anymore.
Let me see. Am I a super backer? Probably not. Me profile. Take forever to load. Backed 347 projects.
That's so much more than I have backed.
It says I'm not a super backer though.
Yeah, because you're no longer a super backer, dude. Welcome to the world.
Well, fuck me, I guess. You
Ronan
know
over
me, I
here.
don't support indie comics. I think they're all jokes.
So I got the email that I was a super backer, but I also haven't backed a comic since a comic that Blake did the thing for called One True Love.
Oh wow. So you did, so yeah, I did. So I did the last I did I've done a couple. I've done like Magic Powder. I backed Jared Luhan's last. Oh, there it is. There's South. So yeah, Southbound, Magic Powder, Stickney's How I Slept My Way Through College, and Drumsticks of Doom. Oh, and I did the Terry Moore's After Dark. It was fairly recent. Tales from the Interface was fairly recent. But I've calmed way down on Kickstarter. I don't buy a lot of comics anymore. I realized the other day I haven't bought an omnibus in a really long time. I haven't gotten a hardcover in a really long time. I mean, I've been getting a little bit back into gaming. But I mean, I bought that Spider-Man PS5, and then I bought the PS5 edition of the first Spider-Man and haven't played it yet. I keep thinking about playing it and not, but I haven't been playing it
I think I
because
platinum trophied that game.
I've been I know we're not talking about it, but I've been reading Monster, this manga
That is not on Hoopla, I don't think.
from Naoki Urasawa, and Urasawa is like the manga god, right? Like 20th Century Boys. I did Pluto. Pluto's about to be made into a really dope anime. It's going to be on Netflix. There's a great trailer out right now. But this is about a serial. It's about brain surgeons and serial killers, and it's magnificent, and it's I like start reading it and I get lost in it, and then all of a sudden it's like midnight and I'm like, what the fuck just happened? And I've read like 400 pages of something. And like and manga moves faster than like comics and prose, right? It's very very cinematic and quick. But
Yeah.
anyways, it's very very cool, and I've watched a few episodes. The series is on Netflix. It's not dubbed, so you got to deal with subtitles. I know
Not dealing with that.
some people don't mind those, some people do. But it's like a 75 episode anime that both the manga and the anime won awards,
It's
and
not on.
very cool.
It is not on Hoopla.
Damn. Well, it is
Berserk
worth
is.
buying.
I've been reading Berserk.
Oh, nice.
I'm on volume. I think I finished volume 2 the other night.
What volumes are you reading? Like the standard volumes or the big dark?
They're like well, they're on Hoopla.
Okay.
Which also reading manga on Hoopla, you still have to scroll the wrong way.
They do make you go the wrong way? Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Because it gets like sometimes at night. Well, it's weird too, because usually I lay on my so I like I'm laying in bed, I have my tablet like here, so you kind of have to like do it like that. Doesn't work as good. Hopefully that was captivating for everyone. Does that explain what it's like?
I mean, I was getting into it when you were talking about being in bed, but then it went the safe route. It was almost there though. I was really hoping you'd go to like the pink hot pants. Like I was in bed in my pink hot pants on my tablet. Where are you going, Cole?
The only thing I'm gonna say about this is there's a character in this book that I don't know. I don't read a ton of manga, but maybe this is just like a weird trope that's in it. But there's a character named Puck that's a fairy. This book is pretty like gruesome and like out there, but Puck is just this like comic relief fair. Well, he's an elf. They call him an elf, but he's like Tinkerbell that doesn't wear clothes. And most of his stuff is just dumb. Well, no, he doesn't even have one of those. It's like a Ken doll.
Oh.
And you but like I don't know, he just does this like comic relief stuff where it's like, ah! And then it's like, be my friend, and then he just like kicks him, and he's like, why are you so mean? And you're just like, why is this?
Yeah, I don't think that's a manga trope. I just think that's a weird deal for Berserk. I heard they got to do something. I've read a little bit of it, but I heard it gets like real fucking dark, like intensely so. So they got to do something to like break up the
bad guy is like this like king dude, but he also like hated demons, so then he became a demon. And he can also like do it. And the Berserk guy's like, I'm so fast with a sword. People are like, how is he doing that? And he's just like, I don't know. I'm just that good with a sword. And I've got one real arm.
Also, we got some people in the chat talking about YouTube removing subs.
Yeah.
And Cole used to, I don't remember why, but I used to talk about that because like it happens to me all the time. Like I'll gain a couple subs and then lose one, and then gain a couple and lose one, and it's just like
The
like
biggest
there's
thing
always one
is
going away.
if you're getting subs from like shorts and stuff like that, I think the big thing is you're getting a lot of like bots. And then I
Oh,
think they're cleaning the bots up. But there are certain times where like there's that where like if you I think if you just sub somebody and you don't watch any of a video and you don't leave any comments, sometimes YouTube will just
that's
remove
weird.
your sub.
That's weird. Maybe I just want to watch. Maybe I just want to support my friend, but don't have time to fucking. I was gonna give you shit and say like watch all their fucking disc golf shorts, but I always try admit, even when I'm like doom scrolling, when I'm like flipping through shit real quick, and I'm like, why? Okay, watch this Starfield deal, boom, 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 because I get a lot of Starfield shorts now for like Starfield hacks because I was playing that for a while. And I'm like flipping through it, flipping through it, and then like I'll hit you, and then like accidentally flip past it, and I always go back and like it. I always like
Well, the best
always
is when you'll randomly leave like a comment on like one random thing that I say, and I'm just like, glad that's what stuck with you.
As long as the comments there, that's all that matters. It usually has something to do with a hole. Like Cole will say something about a hole, and I'll be like, I thought the ninth hole was on your rear end or something. I don't know, something stupid like that. And Cole will be like, great. Like,
Thanks for supporting me. Or like a generic, like, you know me.
I've never said that.
I,
I
that,
wanna
that-
hear you.
I know, I'm just making that up.
I'm about to. I'm about to leave so many comments on yours that are just like first for like first question mark or like
Yeah, I was saying the other day to Blake that I was like, I must have made it because somebody just randomly like left a comment that I'd never have heard of before that was just like, I don't like to be this guy, but first,
yeah,
and I was like, what is going
made it.
on?
Remember when someone like told you to like go die because of the weenie Oli videos? They're like,
Oh,
what the fuck is wrong with you? You're disgusting.
no, it wasn't. Oh, there was that, and then there was another one where somebody was like, "So, I was doing on my disc golf thing. I was doing a hole review, and the hole was sponsored by one of my buddies who owns a shop. And I was like, "Hey, and just a reminder, this guy has an online shop. So if you're looking for a place to find discs, go check it out." And one person is like, "This is the worst product placement
Oh yeah.
ad ever. You should stop doing this." And I was just like, "Thanks, dude."
I made a short one time of like one football announcer drinking the Mountain Dew, where he's like drinking the Mountain Dew and he's like, and he like goes crazy. And I was like, I was reading Pluto at the time, and so I used that gift to say like when the third volume is just as good as the first or something. And he's like, and someone commented and they were like, wow, could someone explain this to me? Because I'm not gay. And I was like, well, I was like, some people really like reading books. And I was like, books are actually a form of entertainment. And I like went into this like description about books and how to read and why reading books is nice. And he never responded to it. But
Yeah, I had one too where somebody was like, uh, "You should try playing a real sport like
I
golf."
remember that one.
And then somebody was just like, somebody else got in the comments and was like, "Wow, dude, for real?" And then it was funny because I like said something like, "Hey," I think I responded like, my Pixel Watch tells me sometimes that when I go
Yeah.
do this, I've been doing sport." So I don't know if Google tells me it. I think it's right. We got
Yeah.
my buddy Jonathan. Jonathan, how's it
What up,
going? And yeah,
Jonathan? He does have a
okay.
good infomercial voice.
Yeah, I'm gonna plug some
Holes.
with on the bottom of a boat with tape. But all right, we're getting close to the end. Blake, I think I might have given the grade last time. What are you gonna do? What's your grade for this one?
Man, I really, really liked this. I'm gonna, you know what? You know what? I'm gonna go a 4.83. I'm going high. I'm going high.
And I'm just for a comment that K-pop made earlier today. I'm giving this a 4.69.
Ooh,
Yeah, I'd say this is probably a good, pretty good must read book.
yeah, it's a
Uh,
damn good book.
Like, I mean, like, unless you like that's the thing. It's like if you hate post-apocalyptic books, you still might like this because I hate
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic books. Like, if you hate, I don't know. I think this book is worth trying out. The only thing I will say is that the first issue kind of changes what the book does, but I don't know. I think it's great. I think that yeah, this is probably up there, and like I think maybe top 3 so far that I can think of the 25 books that we've reviewed
Yeah,
for me.
yeah, definitely. It's very, very, very good. That and fuck the the mind reader one, the
Oh
where they
yeah.
make the app. What's that?
Uh which might be the number 1 book that we did, and
What
I
the
can't
hell
even
was that
think of it.
called? Yeah, we loved it so much. I can't remember. Neither of us can remember the name. Zach wrote it.
Is that Kaplan? Yeah, it was called I think it even has the word mind in it.
Mindset.
Mindset, yeah.
That
I
was
was
a good
slowly
book.
trying to go back to my YouTube and check out the other one.
That was a good book. Astonish, you'll dig this. You'll dig
Yeah,
it
yeah.
then. But also, I mean, like, it's got like, it's if you like mecha kaiju books, this has a lot in there for you. If you like religious horror and kind of like religious theme stuff, like when we did Seven Sons, right? Like if you like those kind of books, you'll find a lot here. Just solid action books, just books with great fucking art and great writing. If you like comic books, you will probably like this book. It's very it's just done very well. And I commend this creative team, like Tate and Nick. Fuck guys, like you did it. You really did it. And I really, really hope Boom lets you come back to do more. Because it's left off that way. It ends well, right? It ends very well and it's satisfying. But they could also very much continue the story. And as far as I know, like I'm pretty sure it sold well. I mean, I guess trade sales affect this kind of stuff too. So go out and buy the trade. So that
Yeah, and it
boom,
comes out in
boom.
bookstores today.
Yeah, came out comic shops yesterday.
No, last
Bookstore.
week.
Yeah, yester week. That's what I meant to say. Yes, the yester week. But yeah, it's good. It's good, guys. It's good. It's good. It's good. Four
Much
point
good.
eight.
Very, very nice.
Much good. Very happy. Plug
Yeah,
those
this
holes.
I would say this is as happy and good as like Swifties probably were when they saw Taylor Swift and they were like, you know what, and also like how awful does it have to be if you're like a Taylor Swift fan but also a Bears fan?
Oh, I bet they were so conflicted. Oh my
Yeah,
god.
just like, oh,
Chicago was just crying. We don't know what to do.
we're so bad. Remember when people said Justin Fields was going to be good this year? What happened?
I still am mad we didn't get the shutout. And
I
I hate that. I know shutouts are so rare and so almost impossible to do because it's so hard to stop a team drive after drive for a whole, for 4 full quarters. But like, I was like, man, let's just fucking slaughter these fools, right? And then like then they tried to hurt Patty. Oh man, like I was like, really, we're gonna fucking lose our quarterback in this goddamn Chicago game? Like, oh, you guys don't understand the stress of like being a Kansas Cityan and like having so many years of a terrible football
dude,
team.
I'm a Lions fan. Don't even.
I know, but like when like there's been a few times now where like Pat gets hurt and he's got these fucking ankles made out of silly putty apparently, right? Like I don't know what the fuck is the rest of his body is like perfect. He can like he goes like this and
He's
throws
got
a
a
football
perfect
like
body.
85 yards, like I don't he's just like he's got a perfect gorgeous body, glistening skin. Like but his ankles are made of fucking silly putty, and like, and when people like fall on him, he fucking gets hurt, and we can't. It's too early for that. It's just it's too fucking early for that. Can't do it. Can't leave our quarterback alone. Oh yeah, let's do it. I haven't drank in
Behold,
such a long time.
Behemoth. Oh yeah, I have. I have
I no,
tried
I
doing that.
well, I mean, like I've now I'm just kind of like I guess I'll just won't drink until my sister's wedding, and then I'm just gonna embarrass everybody in a couple weeks. I keep making that joke. I'm gonna be like, I have 2 families to embarrass now for the wedding.
Tight.
Yeah, it's gonna be super tight.
Hey
Yeah.
guys, it was fun. I'm Blake.
And I'm the whole plug and coal. Or is that where we doing exits? Is that or is that me at the wedding?
I don't know, dude.
Mr. Glass Ankles. I was like, isn't that a band? That's Glass Animals, not Glass Ankles. Sounds the same, sort of. Aren't you guys glad we came back after
Yeah,
not doing
just
the show for a while?
yeah, just literally 1 week.
Well, before that, it was like we took a little break.
Yeah,
We took like a 3-week break.
the month of August stuff, pretty much. Minus
Yeah,
the
yeah.
first week, but yeah, next week we'll talk about something spoopy.
Something spooky. Yeah, and reach out to us. Throw us some
Yeah,
recommendations.
after this ends, which will be very shortly,
Yeah.
leave a comment down there.
Leave a comment or a hashtag or hit us up
Yeah,
on
he's
the
definitely
socials.
levitating in this
Oh yeah.
cover.
Yeah. Yeah. There's stuff going on.
So yeah. Let us know if there's anything you think. Also, K-pop, does your hat's looking spiffy.
Hey, thanks. This is part of my wedding fit. I bought one of those results shirts. So I got a nice Ninja Turtle dress shirt, and I'm gonna wear this hat and slacks, and then I think I'm gonna buy some new white on white kicks.
Which
White
Ninja
belt.
Turtle is that?
It's RAF. It's they have one for everybody, which I kind of want to. I had to buy this from Canada because it's a New Era hat, and when New Era does stuff like this, they sell out fairly quickly. And so they have one for each turtle, and then they have one with all 4 of them. But it was like $62 on eBay is where I had to find them on eBay, and like I'm like I can't buy 4 or 5 $60 hats. That's stupid. But also I keep thinking about buying more of them. So stupid. I wanted Michelangelo, but my sister said if I got this hat, I had to get the red one because my shirt's black and red. So she was like, you at least have to get the hat to match, or you have to get less of a low key hat because she was worried about the green turtle in her wedding and sticking out or whatever. So whatever.
Thanks, sister.
Yeah. Thanks, Sarah.
All right. Well, yeah, make sure you leave a comment on stuff you think we should read or
yeah,
watch.
and movies or shows or something.
Yeah.
Podcast.
And yeah, have a happy rest of your week. Today was the greatest Monday that I've had in a while.
Yeah. It's so great it wasn't even Monday anymore.
Dude.
I don't get it.
It's a joke. You were supposed to, people were gonna think it was Monday, and then they were gonna be like, it's Monday, and they're gonna go to work tomorrow, and they're gonna be like, no, dude, it's Tuesday. It's Tuesday, and people are gonna be like, no, it's Wednesday.
Got you good, you fuckers.
Yeah,
I just fucked it all up.
Yeah, dude, it was gonna be like that episode of The Office.